Right now, a storm system unlike anything we have seen in nearly 300 days is barreling toward your front door. And if you live anywhere between Texas and Maine, you need to stay right here for the next few minutes because what I am about to show you will change how you plan your entire week. By the end of this video, I will give you the exact start time, peak time, and end time of this storm for more than 270 cities across America. Stay with me because at the 3-minute and 20-second mark, I am going to reveal the one part of this system that almost nobody is talking about, and it directly affects tens of millions of people who think they are completely safe. Here is what we know right now. The Storm Prediction Center has placed a Level 3 enhanced risk of severe weather over a corridor stretching from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, all the way up through Kansas City, Missouri, and into Jefferson City, Missouri. That is a Level 3 out of 5. The last time we saw a Day 4 enhanced risk like this was nearly 300 days ago. 300 days. That tells you everything you need to know about how serious this is. Comment below right now and tell me what city you are in. I will get you your specific timing in the comments. So what is actually driving all of this? Think of the jet stream like a giant river of air 30,000 feet above your head. Right now, that river is running fast and wild. Multiple storm disturbances are riding along it, one after another, like trains on the same track. And they are all headed east. The Gulf of Mexico is pumping warm, moist air northward at the same time. When that warm Gulf moisture collides with cold Arctic air still locked in the north, the atmosphere becomes a pressure cooker, and it is about to blow. Here is what most forecasters are not saying clearly enough. This is not one storm. This is a marathon. We are talking about severe weather potential across 4 to 5 consecutive days, followed by a winter weather return the following week. Your area may get hit more than once. Let me walk you through this day by day, city by city. On Wednesday, the first round of severe weather is already in motion. A slight risk, level 2 out of 5, covers a wide zone from Evansville, Indiana, southwest through Little Rock, Arkansas, down into the Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex. Cities in the marginal risk zone stretch all the way from Cincinnati, Ohio, down to the Texas and Mexico border. For Dallas, Fort Worth, Waco, Evansville, Little Rock, and Joplin, Missouri, the storm window opens Wednesday afternoon around 2 o'clock local time and runs through 11 at night. The biggest threats today are isolated large hail up to the size of golf balls, damaging wind gusts, and a few brief tornadoes during the late afternoon and evening hours. If you live in any of these cities, your action window is between 2 in the afternoon and midnight Wednesday. Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, Waco, Denton, Gainesville, Paris, Texarkana, Shreveport, Little Rock, Fort Smith, Joplin, Springfield in Missouri, Cape Girardeau, Carbondale in Illinois, Paducah in Kentucky, and Evansville in Indiana. Wednesday is not the biggest day, but it is the warm-up act. Thursday is when the atmosphere starts to get genuinely dangerous. A slight risk of severe weather covers a corridor from South Kansas down through West Texas, and the marginal risk now extends up into western Iowa and South Dakota. That is not something you see at the beginning of March, and there is a 5% probability of a tornado within 25 miles of any location in the brown-shaded zone near Amarillo and Lubbock. Cities that need to be on high alert Thursday afternoon and evening, with your storm window running from 1 in the afternoon through 10 at night. Amarillo, Lubbock, Abilene, Wichita Falls, Lawton, Oklahoma City, Norman, Stillwater, Enid, Dodge City in Kansas, Garden City in Kansas, Liberal in Kansas, Midland, Odessa, and as far north as Des Moines in Iowa. The main threats Thursday are damaging winds gusting to 55 to 60 miles per hour and very large hail, with some storms capable of producing hail up to 3 inches in diameter. That is the size of a baseball. If your car is outside in Amarillo or Lubbock on Thursday, it needs to be in a garage. And here is the part that should concern everyone in the southern plains. A few supercell thunderstorms may go surface-based right around sunset on Thursday, and that is when a brief but strong tornado becomes possible. Not guaranteed, but possible. More on what that means for your specific neighborhood at the 3-minute and 20-second mark. Do not go anywhere, because Friday is the day this entire pattern has been building toward, and what is coming on Friday is something we have not seen in almost a year. Friday carries the highest confidence severe weather threat of this entire outbreak. The Storm Prediction Center has issued a Level 3 enhanced risk, that orange zone on the map, centered directly over Oklahoma City, Tulsa, and Kansas City. But the slight risk zone is enormous. It stretches from Janesville and Chicago in the north all the way down to the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in the south. And the marginal risk zone nearly touches Houston to the south and the Wisconsin and Michigan border to the north. Cities inside the enhanced risk zone on Friday need to have a plan in place before noon local time. Oklahoma City, Norman, Moore, Edmond, Yukon, Midwest City, Tulsa, Broken Arrow, Owasso, Bixby, Kansas City in Missouri, Kansas City in Kansas, Overland Park, Olathe, Lenexa, Shawnee, Independence, Liberty, Jefferson City, Columbia, and Joplin. All hazards are on the table Friday. Damaging winds from 60 to 80 miles per hour, hail up to 2.5 inches in diameter, the size of a tennis ball, and a significant tornado threat, including the possibility of strong and long-track tornadoes. The low-level jet stream will be cranking out of the southwest, creating powerful wind shear that can sustain violent rotation inside supercell thunderstorms. This is the setup that meteorologists call conditionally dangerous. The condition is whether storms can stay discrete and organized in the afternoon. The confidence is high that at least some of them will. Cities in the slight risk zone for Friday: storm window from noon to 2 in the morning local time, Chicago, Aurora, Joliet, Rockford, Naperville in Illinois, Janesville, Milwaukee, and Green Bay in Wisconsin, Gary and South Bend in Indiana, St. Louis in Missouri, Springfield in Illinois, Peoria, Decatur, Champaign, Evansville in Indiana, Louisville in Kentucky, Memphis in Tennessee, and back down to Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, and Denton in Texas. If you are in any of those cities, Friday is your most important weather day of the entire year so far. Here is the twist that almost nobody is covering. After Friday, most people will exhale and assume it is over. It is not over. The Storm Prediction Center has already issued a slight risk of severe weather for next Tuesday, 7 full days out, covering Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Texas. That is historically early for a Day 7 outlook. It means another intense storm system is expected to sweep across the country early next week. Cities watching for next Tuesday's threat: Kansas City, Wichita, Topeka, Springfield in Missouri, St. Louis, Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Little Rock, Memphis, and Dallas, Fort Worth. All hazards will again be on the table: damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes. The confidence is lower than Friday since it is further out, but the setup is there. And then, just when you think spring has arrived, winter is coming back. Models are showing a pattern change around the middle of March, approximately March 15th, that could drag Arctic air back down across the northern and eastern half of the country. The Great Lakes region, the Midwest, the Northeast, and the Appalachian Mountains are all in the zone for a potential winter weather return. We are not talking about a full shutdown blizzard yet, but we are talking about snow, ice, and temperatures crashing back down after a stretch that will run 25 degrees above average. Cities in the northern and eastern zones watching for mid-March winter weather: Cleveland, Columbus, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, Albany, Burlington in Vermont, Portland in Maine, Boston, Hartford, New York City, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, District of Columbia, Detroit, Grand Rapids, Lansing, Chicago, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Des Moines, Omaha, and Kansas City. Do not put away your winter gear, not yet. Now here is the information you came for. Let me give you the precise timing breakdown by region. For the Great Plains, storm development begins Thursday afternoon at approximately 1 in the afternoon local time, peaks between 4 and 9 in the evening, and diminishes after midnight Thursday night into Friday morning. For the Southern Plains and Oklahoma, Friday is your day. Storms initiate around noon to 1 in the afternoon local time Friday, reach peak intensity between 3 and 9 in the evening Friday, and most activity ends by 2 in the morning Saturday. For the Midwest, including Kansas City, St. Louis, Chicago, and Louisville, storms arrive Friday afternoon between 2 and 4 local time, peak between 5 and 11 at night, and clear out by early Saturday morning. For the Ohio Valley, including Cincinnati, Columbus, Indianapolis, and Evansville, storm energy pushes through Friday night and into the early Saturday morning hours, roughly midnight through 6 in the morning. For the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic, the main threat is next Tuesday's system, arriving Tuesday afternoon and lasting through Wednesday morning. Right now, I need you to do one thing. Drop your city name in the comments below. Tell me where you live, and I will personally reply with your specific storm timing. I read every single comment. Your neighbors need this information too, so share this video before you leave. Because not everyone has the time to watch a full forecast, but everyone has time to share a link that could keep someone they love safe. One more thing before I let you go, and this is important. Despite everything I just described, the vast majority of people in these areas will come through this week completely fine. These storms are serious, but they are forecastable, they are trackable, and the warnings will go out with plenty of lead time. What separates the people who stay safe from the people who get caught off guard is preparation and awareness. You are already ahead of the curve just by watching this. And speaking of what is coming next, stay tuned because I am already tracking what could be a historic pattern shift in the final 2 weeks of March that affects every single state in the lower 48. You do not want to miss that one. It connects directly to everything I showed you today. And the data is starting to come into focus in a way that is genuinely surprising. That video drops very soon. Make sure you are subscribed so you do not